Yeah. Okay. For me,
When you were 6.
for me, this vintage lifestyle has been something since I was 6 years old. I know I can pinpoint it to then, because I was already watching Shirley Temple movies at 6, and that's when I started tapping, and that's when I was already attracted to the clothes, the music, the architecture, the cars, all that, just the art, the visual side of it, and the music. And so my dad actually set up to record the movies off of the TV, just the audio. So I would sit in my room and just listen to the audio of the music. And then as I grew older, I just kept collecting that, and I could just listen to the old music. And so I actually pulled out of the modern music scene really, really early. So I've never listened to pop music. There was a minute when I was a tweener, that I did, and that was it. So I've just always loved it. And my friends always teased me at school. Name the Rolling Stones. I don't have a clue. I mean, I know they've told me, and I still don't know. I always forget who those guys are. I know there's a band, but if my life depended on it, I couldn't name a member of that band or a song they did. If my life depended on it. So it's kind of, yeah, I just love old music. It resonates. It resonates with me. And so I actually want to say that this resurgence is really important to me personally, because I remember when it wasn't here. So I remember when I had to live in this world by myself. It was fine, I could listen to my music in my house and this, but I didn't have anybody to share it with. And so the fact that I can go out 7 nights a week, I can travel the world, and I can enjoy this music and dance and style with other people, I don't want that to go away, because that was not present in my life up until I was in my 20s. So that's a long period of time for when you're young, not to be able to share that with anybody. So I don't want this to go away.
Well, we'd love to get some shots of just the look of the
Yeah.
feel of the place and everything.
Okay.
You've covered so many things just so beautifully. I can't begin to tell you just
Yay.
the way that you've been able to talk about this stuff. You're good on that?
What's that?
Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you would like to say?
God, I feel like we have, because all the things that are important to me, we've touched on.
Yeah.
About the changing of people's lives and what it does, and the community. And
How long do you see yourself doing what you do?
as I continue to do this, it also means that the years are rolling by. And as I said, now I'm in the old timer crowd, not the old timer yet, but the mid old timer. And I'm thinking, God, how long can I do this? It's hard. It's taxing. And now, to be a professional dancer, you also have to be a professional web designer and business person and all this. And luckily, again, all this luck, my brain seems to be able to function really easily in both worlds. And so I can run my business on my own and do all those things you have to do. But how long can I keep up this pace that I'm keeping right now? I would say I wouldn't want to keep it up for the rest of my life, this intense. But I know that I'd always want to be able to dance and have that in my life and to teach. And so I look at people like Frankie Manning, and I look at people like Jean Bellows, and all the old timers I knew. They never wanted to stop dancing, and they always wanted to teach and share and give. And I see myself in that light, so I know that I can do this. It's part of who I am. And yet there's also other things in life too that I want to make sure I do. So, well, I'm a big nature person, so I really want to make sure I spend more time in nature. I'd like to see more of this country as far as the national parks and go. And right now, being self-employed and single, it's hard to do that, to take big breaks and go and teach. I get to travel a lot, but it's always with the dancing. I think I took one vacation in 15 years that was just a vacation. And the rest of them are all great, and they're amazing, but it's different. I traveled last year. I taught in China, in Australia. I actually just had to turn down China today. Isn't that sad? Because I'm going to Sweden 2 weeks later, and I just thought that would really be hard to go to China, come back, and have 1 week to turn around and go to Sweden. I don't know. Doesn't that sound like a hard thing to do? That's a long journey to China. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you
So-
this because
But I could see now, like if I'm 80, that'd be awesome to go to China and then come back and hang out and then go to Sweden. You know, if I didn't have to do all the other stuff in between, keep the business going. Yeah.
well, you are a professional dancer who travels to teach, but you are also, you have a home base, you have
Yeah.
a grounding here versus, let's say, someone like
Yeah.
Evita Arce,
Right.
who
I
can't hold anything locally because she's constantly traveling.
Right.
Did you was that a conscious
This,
decision?
there's a really interesting phenomenon going on right now that wasn't present in my time when I was starting swing dancing. In my time, you had to create your own business if you wanted to do this full time, because there's no such thing as a full time professional tap dancer or a full time professional Lindy Hopper that only does that. They have to do other things as well. So when I was starting the business, that was it. You started your school, your club, your thing, and did corporate parties and private parties, and you somehow pieced it all together. But now there's this phenomenon of this weekends where these kids are going out every weekend teaching. And I'll tell you frankly, it was never a life I would have wanted. I would never have wanted that. It's so fun to do weekend workshops, but there's a cost. And that is you're going to airports all the time, you're doing all this, and that would be the hardest thing for me, just going to those airports, flying, because we all know now that it's not so much fun to fly anymore. It used to be awesome. You'd walk to the airplane and your family would wave you goodbye at the window. I still remember that. So now it's a big pain. So I just wouldn't want that life. So I'm really glad that I've carved this out, and then I can do, I did 2 international trips and then I did like 3 nationals. So that's plenty for me. I'm very happy. I love, look at this place. I love my house. I love Southern California. It's gorgeous weather here. It's wonderful. So I've got a nice life here.
That's great.
Yeah. So
When are you going to Sweden?
I am going to Sweden with Jean Vellos. She and I are going together.
Excellent.
I know, I'm very excited. And so I'm going to be teaching a few classes, and then I'll be assisting her. Because I've worked with her for so many years now. She's become a very dear friend. And so we're going at the end of June, so the first week of July. And I was laughing because I feel like I'm an agent with 2 clients. One's 88 and the other one's 92. They're also happen to be 2 of my best friends. My girlfriends are 92 and 88.
Is that Irene Thomas?
No, well, Irene is a dear friend too, but she lives really far away, so I don't get to see her very often. That's Miriam Nelson, tap dancer. And I asked these gals, like, what is your secret? And one of the things that they say is, always keep busy, always have something to look forward to, don't sit down, don't sit down, keep moving, keep going, but collect younger friends. I thought that was really interesting, because collecting, they said, yeah, you're going to get to this age where all your friends are going to start dying, so you have to start collecting younger friends early so that you have good solid relationships if you are one of these to live.
Well, it seems like swing dancers live well into their 90s. Frankie was
Yeah,
95.
dancers.
John Mills.
Yeah, dancers,
Yeah.
Because of the way they move, and they're moving, and that's what doctors say you need to do, move your body,
Yeah.
and they have all that joy in it all the time, in the dance. So yeah, we can live a long time. It's good, hopefully. It's good. Yeah.
That's great. Are you going to Harang?
Yeah, that's what we're teaching.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we thought we were going to be going to Harang, but
Oh, you're not going?
I don't know.
Oh, it's too expensive.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
We'll have to sneak along with your luggage.
Well, yeah, seriously.
You guys should. God, this year would be the year to go to. It's our big
It's the
30th. Yeah.
So what weeks are you going to
Week
be?
1.
Oh, that was when we were going to do it. I didn't see you on the website.
They still haven't put it on the website. I don't know what their problem is. It's all these young kids doing it. They should
John,
be.
What are we going to do?
You can't look for Travelocity and blah blah blah. I mean, once you get there,
We
they'll.
have to raise money. I mean, like, we seriously have to raise
Yeah.
money.
You doing Kickstarter?
We are. We're
Okay.
about to start Kickstarter.
Okay.
We're
Yeah, do
putting
it quick because somebody else
together.
started one for that. There's, I guess, another dance documentary, Frankie or something.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's another one.
It's just on Frankie?
I don't know. It's on Swing Dance and
Yeah.
stuff. I put in $10.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'll have to go check it out. It's on Kickstarter.
I thought it was Kickstarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing our Kickstarter. As a matter of fact, some of Carla Heine was the one who told me. She said, you know, see if there are teachers who have old lessons, you know, like on tape or whatever.
Oh yeah, I have that.
If you can donate that,
Yeah.
we want to do a compilation of lessons, you know,
Yeah.
to give out as a.
Oh,
thank
give
you.
out? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, as thank yous. Or
As
I
thank
see what you're
yous.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you have, you know, like a lesson or something like that, or tips and tricks, or I don't know, whatever,
Yeah.
but.
Also,
we
just
could
like
use that.
for another time, because I'm looking at the clock now, I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
better get myself, because
Yeah,
it'll take
yeah.
you a while to break down.
Yeah.
So we better stop the interview.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
job, you
Thank
guys.
Really great interview.
Yeah. Okay. So come back to my house and we can go through all my stuff because I've got video. I've got videos of shows and